it's gotten to the point now for me where I find myself, and look, I'm not calling myself a racist because the term racist means that you think your race is superior, or one race is superior to other races. But like I was saying, it's gotten to the point for me where, like, I'm not even friendly to white people anymore, man. You know, because I've encountered the majority who are the same, man. They act the same, say the same shit, and have the same patterns, man. And you know, the whole argument of not all white people are the same, and you know, you have to give white people a chance. It's like I can respect people coming from that stance, but it's like, look, man, I'm 27 years old, and I'm an adult, man, and it's kind of hard to form somebody's mind once they're past 25. And the reality is that I'm really tired of a lot of them, man. I'm tired of the way they are, and it's like, that's why I've made the decision not to date Caucasian females anymore. It has nothing to do with being racist, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm so tired of the shit with the families and all this, and it's like, I think my last relationship is what really put it over the edge for me, man. It's like, I wasn't even allowed at when this chick was living with her aunt, man, it was like, I wasn't even allowed at her house, man. And I know a lot of people that are in interracial relationships can relate to that. I wasn't even allowed to her house. It's like, drop her off and leave, man. It's like, I wasn't even allowed on the damn property. I mean, this woman took one look at me and said, you know, I don't want him around here, man. And I'm sure she had a lot more to say about me that that I didn't hear about. But it's like, it's things like that. It's just too common, man. That shit is too motherfucking common. And it's like, I'm not gonna put myself through that. You know, and it's like, because I think of myself higher than that, man. I think of myself higher as being in a relationship with a slave master family. It's like, fuck that, man. Seriously, it's like, you know, I'm just not gonna do it. And like I said in my other video, like, bring kids into that situation, the hell with that, man. The hell with that. And it's like, you know, I've had people say to me, you know, you're gonna love who you love, and you shouldn't let others hold you down, or let others dictate your decisions, and dictate who you're going to be with, and stuff like that. Which, you know, I do agree with that. But, you know, all I can say is I can only do what feels right to me, man. And what feels right to me is just stay away from dating Caucasian females, man. Because you're gonna deal with that shit somewhere. It's like, I don't really care as much about outside society, because outside society don't mean a fuck to me, man. Like, the majority of them, I don't even give a fuck about, man. I'm just saying, like, in the family and shit, like, it's like, do we have to redefine our whole term of what family means, man? I mean, like, I was talking to another one of my subscribers, and you marry into the family, and that's true. But at the same time, a family is supposed to be a family, man. And when you marry somebody, you become their family. And it's like, think about it. Why are most white people racist towards black people? Because they think of them as lower, man. Because they think of them as scum and shit like that. And it's like, I'm not gonna be in a family with somebody who thinks of me as scum, or thinks of me as lower, and you know, I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And stay away from them. And it's like, I know a lot of interracial couples deal with that too. Stay away from, you can't go near the house, or you can't go to the house, or you can't visit, and shit like that. I am not gonna put myself through that. That's just not gonna happen. I've been through that way too many times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, with the exception of one Caucasian female I've dated, and I've dated about maybe 12 where I've dealt with the same shit with the families. It's like there comes a point, and I think I've reached my point where I'm just not going to do it anymore, man. You know, and you know, when something like that happens, where you're dating somebody interracially and you're a black person and you're not allowed around the house, I mean, you can only take that so much, man, before you have to sit back and analyze some shit. And that's what I had to do. I had to analyze a lot and figure out why I kept dating females who had family members who were racist, man. And I'm not even gonna put myself in a situation where it could happen. Put it that way. You know, and you know, I'm just not gonna do it. And please don't take this video as me saying all white people are bad and all white people, I don't like all white people, because I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying a lot of them do have the slave master mentality. And it's by a lot of their interactions with people of color and just how they act towards you and shit. Like they just have this I'm better than you mentality, man. This I'm at the top attitude and you're not, man. It's like you could just feel it. I work on vibes with people, man. Like I get these vibes big time, and it's like that's how a lot of them act and shit, man. Even by a lot of the shit they say, they just it's like I'm trying to steer clear of a lot of Caucasian people, you know, and it's like I never used to be like that. I was never like that, man. But it's gotten to the point now where, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I think my first mission is to move out of this area I am in, because let's face it, man. Let's face it. I don't like it here. I don't fit in here. You know, I don't like this shit, man. You know, if you're a person of color and you live in Palm Harbor, Florida, it's not the place for you, man. It's just not. So I mean, I need to get out, move somewhere else and shit, and just start a new life. So I mean, just thought I'd make that.